like this how it's supposed to be. Rolling hard off a 10, don't get too close to me. Motion, phone going hard, that's how it's supposed to be. Lil' cuz said that's what he wants, so I'm coaching him. I've been doing my thing on the low, now they notice me. I ain't going home until it's gone, I got a load on me. I just pray to God that my main man don't fold on me. Starting to feel like these Percocets got a hold on me.
Welcome back to another episode of The Mental Giant. I'm your host with the most, Jay Ford. On today's episode, we have a very special guest talking about Super Gleeful, also known as Country Tay, the creator behind Born Famous Visions. If you spend any time on Facebook, Instagram, chances are you've seen him pulling up on people with a mic. Internet host, content creator. But behind the camera and the interviews, it's a father, a visionary, a man driven by purpose. We talk about what inspired Born Famous Visions, the challenges of creating content in today's world, balancing fatherhood with entrepreneurship, dealing with criticism, and why consistency is more powerful than changing overnight success. Known by many, yet to still introduce. I'm talking about Tay, aka Country Tay, for the ones who don't know. He's going to share his journey, he's going to share his mission, and a vision that's continuing to make an impact throughout the community. Talk to me, Tay. How
What's
you doing,
good,
man? How you
Good
doing?
I'm good, man.
Man, I want you to tell me, bro, like before Born Famous Visions, before Country Tay,
Yeah.
who were you?
I can just say, man, I can't say who I was. I was, like you said, a father and, you know, just a person that's trying to do something different.
Take me back to the start, man, to the beginning, your beginnings. Before you came to Ohio, tell me about your upbringing, brother.
All right, well, I'm from down south. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know that. Y'all call me Country Tay. I'm from Georgia, Columbus, Georgia to be exact. Uh, I went to school. I graduated. I did a lot in school. I wasn't just a knucklehead. I joined a lot of organizations, and I tried to make myself noticeable a lot. I did wrestling in school. I did a lot in school, but the most of all, I did graphic communications, and that what made me want to deal with cameras and social media. So that was the thing from growing up as a youngin. But mainly my biggest upbringing is coming here, moving here. I say before I got here, I was I was man troubled child. I could say. I felt like I didn't have a lot, or there wasn't a lot offered where I was from. I grew up in the projects. I'm from Warren William Apartments. If anybody down south watching this, they're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. And then from there, that was where I was born. From there, I ended up moving to E. Cannon Projects. And I stayed there most of my life until I was about 13, 14 years old. If I'm not mistaken, 12. But I feel like 13, but probably 12. 12 years old or 11, somewhere around that area for sure. I can't pinpoint it all the way,
Right.
because it was so fast. But I moved from the projects, and we moved into an actual house, and it was on the east side of Columbus, Georgia, called Forest Park. And I'll say I thought that we was moving on up to the east side, like like the Good Times, the TV show. But not knowing that they was dealing with the same battles we was dealing with in the projects. You feel me? Like they literally was going through the same stuff, and it's like once I seen that, it kind of changed my perspective on things. It made me feel like ain't no way out. So I'll say that's my upbringing. I probably moved away from there at about 22 years old, and I came to Ohio. I did college. I did college for a little bit.
That's what's up.
I probably say I did college for like 3 months.
Hey, you gave it an attempt though.
I went to a CBCC in Phoenix City, Alabama. It was a graphic communication school, and I did that for a little while. I wanted a career out of it, so that was my thing. and it all got interrupted, you know, by the streets. So other than that, that was my upbringing.
So did you have, so was it a two-parent household, a mother, a father, a mother or a father? Or how did like how did that go on your part?
Uh, it was just my mom for the most part.
Was it hard?
Yeah, single mom. She had 5 boys before she was the age of 23, I want to say.
Okay.
Before the age of 23, she had 5 boys, you know. And I want to say all of us got different dads, you feel me?
Yeah.
So
How,
it definitely was hard.
how would you describe your mother?
My mother, hard, man, hard working woman, you feel me? She never let up, you know what I'm saying? I can say that she was very independent. She never took child support, nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like she did it all on her own. And I can say she ain't spelled a rod at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, my mom is a strong woman though, very strong woman, you know, very independent and was about her business, you know.
Did growing up without your father have an impact on you? And let me reiterate that because I know it had an effect on you.
Yeah.
How did it affect you is my question.
Well, my dad he was in prison for real. So out of all of my brothers not knowing they dads, I was the one, well, my little brother knew his pops, you know, but I ain't gonna give too much information on that because, you know, it ain't my business. But my dad is the only one, his dad and my dad is the only ones I ever met in real life. And my little brother dad was kind of a father figure to us before, you know, his demise or, you know. But other than that, my dad, it was, I can't say it was rough because I didn't really know what rough was. You know, I was a kid. For a lot of people, they understand, they say, oh, it was rough living, growing up here and there, but it didn't feel like that for me because we had so many siblings and it felt like the right thing to be. It felt like the place to be, you know. It didn't feel like struggle. It didn't feel like I don't want to be here no more. It felt good, you know. It felt right, you feel me? My dad did 10 years in prison, so I didn't meet my dad. Well, I met my dad because my beautiful stepmom, good woman, love her to death. She was there, you know. She made sure she took me to go and see him and all of that, you know. And she's from up here, so
Okay.
you know, she used to come down and make sure she came and got me to go and see him. So I used to see him a few times, but I could say off back, I only seen him like only time I remember seeing him was like 3 times, you know, maybe 4. Growing up, going to visit him either with my grandma or with my stepmom, which was his wife.
Okay.
And it was cool. He got out of jail when I was like 13 years old. And I remember I was laying in my grandma's car asleep in the back seat. And where I'm from, these apartments, my whole family lived there. So all of my grandma brothers and sisters, they all stayed in this one apartment complex, and it was 9 of them, and probably 7 out of that 9 stayed there. You know, so I woke up and I got out the car and I seen my dad, and I'm like, you know, it was cool, but I could say that it wasn't easy for my mom. I can say that. And I still got gifts from him on Christmas and stuff like that. Like he used to have his name on gifts from dad. So I remember he bought me a bike when I was like 7 years old. So
Did you do you think the physical gifts outweigh the true gifts? Cause you a father, I'm a father. The
Right.
true gift of being a father. Or was that because we don't understand? My dad bought me a bucket hat, and I thought I just thought the world of it.
yeah,
But really, what I needed was so much more than the physicalities of the things, the financial things that I can purchase for you.
oh yeah, definitely. You know, I think that play a strong matter in a lot of things. You know, uh, for example, just being in the streets and getting in small trouble. I feel like having a dad will have you overlook a lot of that small trouble.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Because he able to lay it down to you beforehand. Your mom can't give you a lot of what your dad can. You know, or your mom not gonna want to tell you because they trying to protect you from it.
Yeah.
So they feel like if I give him an idea of it, just even saying something, that might give him the idea to run towards it.
True.
So
let's go fast forward back to 22, 21, 22.
Got you.
You moved to Ohio.
yeah.
What was your journey from 21, 22 until where you are right now? What was your journey, man?
All right.
You touched down in Ohio.
Yeah.
How did you move in Ohio? Because I know Ohio is very different from.
Very different. I can
Yeah.
say, first of all, I got to let you know why I was here. I was here on the run.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
okay.
So, I mean, it's hard for me to say. I didn't really have a set thing that I wanted to do or nothing. I was living in my sister's basement trying to duck law enforcement. And I can say when I got here, I felt very different about everything. The environment, even the trees felt a different color green to me, you know? Like everything was just so different to me. The air was more refreshing. I don't know. I thought very different about moving here. But me moving here from at that age, I can say it was new for me. It was very new. Being in a small town when I come from a big city,
Yeah.
you know, I will say everything changed. Everything about my life. It didn't change right then and rapidly because I was still stuck into my set
Right.
big city ways.
It's a process.
But gradually it changed, and I was on the run for a long time before I even got here. So once I came here, I was definitely stuck in that mentality for a while, couple years.
So, post being on the run, it had to be something that clicked in you that said, I got to do better. I have to do more. I have to be more efficient with my life, with my time, with my purpose.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
My first child.
There we go. Talk to me.
My daughter, once I had her, it was 2017. I probably say I was about 24 years old. So I probably was here like 3 years. When I had her, I was still on the run. And it's crazy because I had ran into the law a few times. And they had caught me one time, but I ended up going to the hospital and I got away.
Yeah.
So I got away from the hospital.
You
and
on the run twice.
Man, I got away, bro. I was on the run twice. Now I had warrants out of Ohio now, other than just down south. So it's kind of different because down south, or even anywhere else that's jurisdiction is too far. You know, it's not a big worry because they might not want to come and get you. Or they might feel like, oh, he's too far away for us to come and mess with him. Just tell him he better not come back here, you know?
Right.
So, me having my daughter, I had met my baby mom, basically.
I want to say the mother of your child.
Mother of my child. Mother of my child. I met her that year. Yeah. I had did 6 months in the county. And remind you, I was on the run from Georgia, but Georgia didn't want to come and get me at the time. I feel like it was the winter weather that did it for real.
Yeah, they were.
I think they was just like, nah, we good. So they gave me that much time to give them enough time to come and get me.
Right.
You know, and I never forget it. I was locked up with this dude named Zoe. I don't know if a lot of people might not remember. He's from Chicago. But he was giving me the rundown while I was in there. Like, man, they're not going to come and get you, bro. You're going to be good. And he was giving me the layout like, yo, when you get out, you can do what you want to do. Right, you know what I'm saying? Right. You ain't got to worry about the warrant that's down there as long as you don't go back. So he was kind of shedding light on my situation. And that last day of me getting out, I ended up getting out. Yeah. So I was just like, you know, I got on my grind. I went and got a job. My first job was Medicoat on
Hey, hold on.
Yeah.
Hey. Woo.
First job.
Hotter than hell.
Hot as hell, you hear me? When I say hot as hell,
yeah.
I stuck down with that for a minute, you feel me? Because that was my first legit thing going on for myself. So I got a job in Medicoat. I worked there for a little minute. I probably say a year went by. Me and my girl got a place. Yeah. You know, I was expecting a child. She probably was like 7 or 8 months. She didn't even have a baby yet, you know.
Yeah.
But that was my first. I can't say that I had changed right then, but that was my first piece of actually having anything legit going for myself at all in my life after high school. So it was cool for me. I had my own place. I was sharing a vehicle with her, you know. So it was cool. I was cool with it. I was excited. I was happy. I started doing a lot more with myself, as far as in going out of town, going on trips, just doing different things. And I kind of let the warrant thing get away from me in the mind, you know.
Yeah.
But
All right, so I want to touch a little bit on Born Famous Vision. How do we come up with Born Famous Vision? What was your inspiration? What led you to say, this is what I want to create?
I think the born famous part came from my energy, the energy that people give me. I felt like I was born famous, you know. So I took that name and just went with it because I felt like that. You know, I feel like when I walk in the room, everybody eyes on me, no matter where I'm at, no matter what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And I took that, and you know, the visions is just the feminine part of it. You feel me? So I think the born famous really came from me trying to do something different. I felt like I was good on camera. I tell you what, I got something for you.
Talk to me.
My little brother just he just got married probably about 2 years ago now, right? And I flew down to Texas.
Congratulations, little brother.
Yeah. He wanted me to be his best man.
Yeah.
So in the process of me, you know, I be sipping. So I didn't remember all of the things that required as a best man until it was time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So everybody there is big thing going, and out of nowhere they like, yeah, it's time for you to do your speech, and I'm like, I ain't even put a speech together.
Right.
You know, I ain't even think about this. Like, I'm thinking to myself, like, did he even warn me or tell me that I had a speech that I'm supposed to do? And I wasn't ready for it, but I feel like I dogged it. I did a very good job on it. You feel me? I got a lot of compliments from family members that I didn't know that I just met that day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it was golden. I felt like it was very good. And the people that seen it on social media DM me, hey man, you look like you're supposed to be doing that.
All right, so hold on.
You know?
Pause right there. So, while we on the topic of marriage, what's your intake on marriage?
Oh shit. Man, no, man.
Come on, man, talk to me. You said,
I got you.
hey, he asked me to ask him whatever I
Dig
wanted
deep.
to ask him. Dig deep. I'm digging real deep.
You
What's
got
your
it.
intake on marriage, man?
I feel like marriage is I have two sides to it, you know. I feel like marriage can be a selfish thing, which is, I know it sounds crazy, but it's selfish to only one person, you know. And I feel like marriage can be a beautiful thing as well. I feel like marriage is something that you gotta know. I'm gonna be with you forever, you know. Marriage ain't just, for example, you look at people that way more fortunate than us or whatever, you know.
Right.
And when these women leave those relationships, they can walk away with something. You know what I'm saying?
Every time.
Even without having a child with this person, you know, which is okay. You know, I don't think that that's such a bad thing, but I also feel like some women get into those situations for that purpose. And I think that can hurt a man. You feel me? And what you gonna think about marriage after that? You feel me? Is you gonna think like, oh, I'll try it again? Or is it gonna turn you into a bachelor? Or is you just gonna say,
I'm
I'm
supposed to be able to try it again, because when you get married, you're supposed to stay married.
one time, right?
Thick and thin. Through health and in sickness.
You sound like my mom, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's supposed to be, you know? But that's my whole point. Is that going on right now? No,
Absolutely
brother,
not.
man. It's not going on
All right,
now.
so my next question is why is because you got people who genuinely, truly would like to get married for all of the right reasons.
Right.
But then we see, once again, we go to social media, we go to the athletes. These NFL athletes been having it real bad. NBA athletes been having it real bad. To where they get married to these women leaving them or whatever it is in a divorce, and now they got over a lot of money. Put it like that.
So what you asking me on that?
So what I'm asking you is there is people that genuinely want to get married.
Right.
Okay, would you get married? That's
I
what I'm
would.
asking.
I would get married.
Are you willing to get married?
I am willing to get married.
For the right reasons. We take all of the physicalities out of it. Would you get married, bro?
I would get married, but I wouldn't get married if I'm unsure that I'm not gonna be faithful all the way. Like you said, it only takes one marriage, you know. So with one marriage, that means no hiccups, you know.
Yes, sir.
Even if it's gonna be 1,000 hiccups though.
Yeah, even
You
though,
know,
yeah, because
it's gonna be 1,000.
It's gonna be a lot of hiccups.
But let's
bro.
just say that one hiccup that you might do might cause her to want a divorce. So it's hard to speak on it. It's hard to say, you know, but I would get married. And I think what would make me get married the most is knowing 100% that my woman is just with me and only me. I think that would make me want to get married. But if I have any type of slight suggestion or any type of slight doubt in my mind, it will hold me back because I don't want the lilies, you know?
Yeah.
Because not only am I getting married, I'm playing with my future, my career. Setting an example for my children. Yeah. And me, I have all girls. So I have to set a big example when it comes to that, you know? Yeah. So that's my take on it.
So I'm glad you just told me that. You're a father of all girls.
Yeah. 4 now.
4 girls.
Yeah.
Tell me your thought process. Tell me.
I really don't got one because there's still, my oldest is 9 years old. Yeah. So right now, I think I got the good end of it, you know? I think it's beautiful right now. I'll say they're more sassy with their mom. Right. Than they are with me. They ain't gonna come my way with it. They gonna hide. Right now, they're in that hiding stage from dad. They're not gonna show dad how they really are when they with mom. You know what I'm saying? Which is, okay, mom, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't taking that away. Right. Yeah. I see certain things, and as a dad, certain things I feel that I shouldn't press as hard on just yet. Like, for example, I might see my youngest daughter, she be having temper tantrums with her mom, and she be kicking the back seat of the car. But she behind her, right? Right. Like, I might have wanted to get on her about it, but then I would think, like, the time will come. Yeah. I think you have to be a little more timely manner when you're dealing with girls than when you're dealing with boys. Yeah. So you're dealing with boys, you can get right on it right then. And you won't care if they cry. You be like, toughen up, sit your ass up. Yep. But with a girl, they gonna look at you with those eyes and be like, I can't believe it, so you know?
Like being a father of all 4 girls, emotionally, how did it change you as a man? How does it change your perception of maybe, you know, even just dealing with women as a man? It changed me deeply, bro. I probably say I was a real Mac Daddy, you know? Mac Daddy. I was getting busy, you hear me? Yeah. And I feel like it changed me, it made me way softer. I feel like I was very stern about a lot of things before I started having kids. And my dad being away, you know, it made me think about that. Made me think like, you know, I don't want my child to go through that, you know. And like you said, having girls, it changed me so much to I'll be looking in the mirror some days like, man, what the fuck? You feel me? It'd be like, am I gonna have on Jesus sandal shoes, mowing my grass while motherfuckers around by? And I'm just like, hey, and that's it. You feel me? Like, I'm only worried about my kids. I feel like it definitely shaped me out to be the person I am today. I'll say that. It did that. That's what's up, bro. So, man, we done touched on a lot right now.
Yeah, if you can go back, forward, wherever.
So, I want to I want to go back to Born Famous Visions. What is your purpose with Born Famous Visions?
My purpose is to just reach as many people as I can with my platform. My purpose is to uplift as much people as I can. I feel like since I started it, it's been a lot more people around the city that's been trying to do anything with a camera. Like I just been seeing people pop up left and right, like they even in their backyard filming. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this is my new thing coming up. I think that's my biggest thing about it. I love seeing that part of the game.
To inspire people.
Inspire people. You feel me? I've been seeing that a lot, you know. I could give out some names, but I don't want to leave nobody out. So I won't say no names.
Some names, man.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. No, I'm gonna stay down. Well, I'm gonna give out this name for sure.
Go ahead.
And this ain't even just social media. This all around. Old Boy Promotions.
Oh boy!
I'm gonna shout him out.
Shout out to old boy, man.
He
Shout
been one
him
of
out,
them.
man. See, we gonna
Hey,
take a talk.
let's
Shout
take a
out to
talk for
old
old
boy,
boy.
man. Shout out to old boy, man. You doing big things, man. We proud of you. The city is proud of you. Keep it coming, man.
He been one of my biggest inspirations. Like he's been one of my biggest motivators.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like he give it to you uncut too. You know, he don't put no cut on it. It's like he don't want to hide nothing from you. He don't want to hold you back from nothing.
Yeah.
You know, and I really like that about him. He giving me chances where other people won't even grasp that or even try to do it.
Yeah.
I can even have a person that's beside me that won't even give me that, you know. And not knocking nobody, but, you know, it's just the truth. And I want to give another shout out to old boy. You feel me? Old boy,
man.
hey, I love you, man. I appreciate everything. And I know we probably going to have a lot of more future work ahead. He actually taught me how to actually start my business, run my business when it comes to being a host, internet host, party promoter.
Yeah.
He gave me the whole rundown on it. He taught me how to monetize.
Hey, man.
You know?
Shout out to old boy, man. That's what's up. Man.
He gave me a lot of game, even though I ain't even put it down yet because I'm still in the notebook with it, you know?
Yeah.
But he gave me a whole lot of what I was missing.
I want to say something real quick before we go to commercial break. That's what it's about, man. Coming together. The same way me and Tay sitting down right now. We supposed to be networking. We supposed to be each one and teach one. That's what we supposed to be doing, man. Moving with purpose. Remember what we doing this for. And it ain't about the money. It ain't about the fame.
Nope.
We got a whole nother generation up under us. That's what we doing this for. We trying to create something that's better for them.
Generational wealth.
Opportunities. Exactly. And with that said, man, we'll be back at the commercial break. There was a point of time where you were at your sister's in the basement.
Yeah.
On the run.
Yeah.
Tell me, man. First and foremost, if you don't mind sharing, what was you on the run for, and what led you to your sister's basement here in Ohio?
I don't mind sharing. I mean, honestly, man, most of it public record if they know my whole name. So I was on the run for armed robbery. I actually was on the run for numerous of things. I'd probably say I caught my first case in 2011. And it's crazy. I got a backstory on this, right? I'm going to elaborate that first. I got a great grandma. Her name Kate. And this is my grandma, my dad, my mom. And I was living with my grandma my senior year. I want to say a little bit of my junior year too, but my senior year, she ended up giving me a car, you know what I'm saying? The whole nine, you feel me? And I remember waking up one day. So my daily routine was get up. My great grandma, she might want me to help her put her socks on and get her into her chair so she can roll out, you know what I'm saying? But it was a lot of mornings where I missed it and I wake up late, you know what I'm saying? I had a long night. And they be up already, 8 in the morning. My grandma's house was the real deal, you know? They already got breakfast made at 8 in the morning, you feel me? They start their day very early. And this particular day I get up, I'm in college still. This was the end of my college career, basically. I get up, I'm dealing with weed at the time. And I was just about to get my school check, you know what I'm saying? So I'm happy about that. And I remember going into the kitchen. I sat down, and it was just a normal morning. And my great grandma was in there, and my grandma was in there. My grandma was standing over the stove, and my great grandma was sitting at the table. And she ended up saying something to me. She said, grandson. I said, what's up? She said, you selling that shit, ain't you? And you know I lied to her, you feel me? I'm like, what?
Selling that
Because
shit.
I'm looking at it like our whole family sell drugs, you feel
Right.
me? So I'm literally flabbergasted by it, you know what I'm saying? I'm literally thinking, like, what? You feel me? You asking me this, grandma? Everybody in our family sell drugs, you feel me? So I'm like, nah, grandma, I ain't selling no drugs. And she like, you gonna go to jail selling that shit. That was the next thing she said. So
Yeah.
I was just, it's like she undermined everything I said, you
Right,
feel me?
yeah, for
She just,
sure.
her next words was, you gonna go to jail selling that shit. And I was like, grandma, ain't nobody selling no drugs. And I bullshit you not, bro. I went to jail like 25 minutes later. Literally 25 minutes later, bro. I was in handcuffs, bro, for selling drugs, bro.
Yep.
I ended up going across the ditch to my homie house. Remember I told you I was from Warren William Apartments. My grandma ended up living there. So when I went back there, I felt good, you know. And it was, you know, it ain't as strict at at grandma's house like it is at mom's crib, you feel me?
Yeah.
So I was kind of having my way. So
You was comfortable.
I was comfortable. I went across to my people's crib. They got this thing called housing authority, and the housing authority, they was putting papers in the door for all the apartments or whatever. And one of my homies tried to holler at her. We sitting on the porch smoking weed, and next thing you know, she ended up calling the police, I guess, after she bent the corner, and police come out of nowhere, freeze. That was my first case. Marijuana with the intent to distribute. Using uncontrolled substance, because down south you can't even be smoking weed. You can't even have a blunt. You going to jail.
Still right now.
Yeah,
today?
right now to this day,
Wow.
zero tolerance.
Wow.
Alabama, Georgia.
Wow.
I mean, I got a good one for you. Fort Wayne, Indiana. Zero
Wow.
tolerance. You know, zero tolerance. Fort Wayne, Indiana. You can have a roach in your ashtray. You're going to jail.
Wow.
Yeah, you possession of marijuana. You feel me? And I went to jail 20 minutes later, bro, literally. And I remember like yesterday, they go play their numbers before 12 o'clock hit. That's the jawbreak, you feel me? So I seen them ride down the street while I was in the back of the police car. I was like, don't let them turn in here. They turned right in. They got out the car. She moving slow. She like, I knew that was my grandson. Yeah, I went down.
Yeah.
I went down. So that was my first case. And from that case on, which was 2011, I graduated in 2010.
Okay.
So from that case on, I went on the run. I never went to court after that, you know?
Yeah.
And I probably say my next cases came 2014. So I had already been running for 3 years without even knowing, you know. It was kind of a nonchalant thing. Like, if I would have got pulled over by police, I probably would have pulled over. Forgot all about the shit, you know what I'm saying? Till 2014 came, and I ended up seeing my face on the news. Me and a person that I was dealing with. And once that situation happened, everything kind of spiraled, you know. They had me on the news for armed robbery, gang activity, burglary, a couple other things, you feel me? And I probably say that month when I got put on the news, I ain't ran from the police more than any time of my life other than that month. It's like somebody was telling on me. It's like they was outside my mom's crib every other night. You know, my mom would call me and be like, yeah, you know the police sitting out here. They've been out here an hour.
Yeah.
I might try to go to my great-grandma's house before she was living with us, with my grandma, with her daughter.
Right.
And I ended up having to hightail it out of there. High-speed chases. I probably did like 3 in 1 month. So it was just like, it was time to go. You feel me? I remember putting up to my dad, and he seen the news too. And remind you, he did 10 years, you feel me? So he started elaborating real hard on situation. Like, you know, you looking at 10 easy, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he was talking to me and my homie, you know, and he always used to tell me, he ain't used to like that I used to roll with crowds, you know what I'm saying, or a group of niggas or whatever. You feel me? But, you know, I still love all of them today, you feel me? Because, like I said, a lot of my upbringing shaped me in the person that I am today.
Right.
So all of that was worth it, you know what I'm saying? I just remember it, man. It's crazy I'm saying this, man, because I don't think I ever really told nobody this for real. But he telling us the situation, and he like, man, y'all gonna have to do something, you know, don't, you know what I'm saying, don't holler at nobody about this. You know, we already know the score on that, right? And I go to the bathroom, you know, let me get some bud. I'm about to go roll up. I'm nervous.
Right.
And in the mix of that, I hear a big boom. So I go out and, you know, my homie, he done passed out. And you know, the first thing my pops say is, man, dude, they ain't made it into front of the judge yet, man. He already passed out.
Yeah.
You feel me? So where he at? He outside getting some air. He done broke my chair.
Oh man.
And I'm literally thinking like, I need to just drop all this shit and go. You know? That was the thought I had. I said, this ain't gonna pan out how I want it to. And I think that was the best decision I ever made in my whole life. I think he ended up telling me, like, you know, you got family up north. You can dip out. Now, me having family up north come from my dad marrying a woman from up here.
Okay.
And when he married this woman, you know, he had a child by her, so I got a brother by her.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And his older sister is my stepsister, but she like my real sister. You feel me?
Right. Still to this day?
Still to this day. Yeah, hell yeah. Still to this day. We like blood brothers and sisters, you know? You can't even tell no different unless you from here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the only way you really gonna know that. You feel me? But far as in back home, none of them is gonna, they all gonna be like, we thought that was your sister from jump. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they lived down there too for a little minute.
And then they moved up here.
Yeah, and then they came back home.
Okay, so then, okay.
So then when I go on a run, I say, you know what, I need to, you know, go up there with your people. So I end up running up here, and I moved in with my sister. I ended up in the basement. You feel me?
Okay.
And like I said, man, a lot of me being on the run was from 2011, and I finally met my fate on that in 2017. So I probably did a good almost 7 years. You feel me?
Wow.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say without running into law enforcement, because I ran into them in like 2015 here, but they didn't want to come and get me.
Right.
So I kind of got away with it a little bit, but they eventually came. I had a good job going for myself. I had, you know what I'm saying? I had everything going for myself that was legit. So when I used to get pulled over, the officers used to tell me, you know, you got warrants out of Georgia. And I used to be like, yeah, I know. They be like, don't take your ass back to Georgia. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
They be like, they gonna get you, you know? So, go ahead.
My bad. I got a question. So you came here. I know that you had to build a group of homies, a group of friends. Tell me a little bit about that.
All right, well, I basically met my friends through my cousin. I know a lot of people know my cousin. His name Drizzy. You feel me? A lot of people know him. I got another cousin named Steve. But above all, I probably say the first cousin I gravitated to is my cousin Vaughn. You feel me? And he kind of pieced me along with everybody else. You feel me? But it's funny, I used to come up here and visit when I was younger, just like she used to take me to go visit my dad.
Yep.
She also used to bring me here too.
Okay.
But I was kind of stuck in this one environment. And I feel like they didn't want to really put me on to my peoples, because my peoples was thugging.
Yeah.
So I didn't think they knew me as much. Like, they didn't know what I had going on at home. You feel me?
Right.
So when they seen me, they seen sweet, innocent
Yep.
Tay.
Yep.
They didn't see, they didn't hear, nothing. They never knew what was going on back home. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of had an advantage when it came to that. When I came up here to visit, you know, I was able to play. Not even say play. I was able to be a kid for real. You know, to be real. You feel me? I was able to be a kid and move like a kid for a while. You know what I'm saying? Before getting back home and having to be an adult again. You feel me?
Yeah.
At such a young age. I say I met my cousin Drizzy out at the club for real, but it's crazy. I've been to his grandparents, which is my great aunt,
Okay.
which is my grandpa's sister. So I done been to their crib, but they was never there. You feel me?
Right.
When I used to come and visit. But once I got here and we locked in at the club one day, that was it. You know what I'm saying? He laid me all the way down with everything. You feel me?
Yeah.
With how everything moved, whatever. You feel me? He put me on to everything. Loving to death, man. Hey,
Sure.
probably one of my biggest influences when it comes to just having a life here. You know what I'm saying? He told me a lot of do's and don'ts. You feel me? A lot of don'ts. You feel me? Because I
Yeah,
was
more
doing
do-
them.
more
I was doing
don'ts
them
than
don'ts.
do's.
You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yep.
I was doing those.
Yep.
And you know, I really was just gravitating to where I was from. You know what I'm saying?
Right on.
Like he used to just, you know, he used to be on me about a lot of stuff, and he used to tell me like, you don't got to do that here. You feel
I
me?
I asked you about coming here and gaining a sense of family and friends.
Yeah.
And I do know that you lost a friend by the name of Lando.
Yeah.
Tell the world about Lando.
I met Lando through Drizzy.
Okay.
That's my cousin, like right hand. You know what I'm saying? Like you really ain't see one without the other. I met my first day meeting him was with him.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? He was just coming home from DOIS or wherever he was coming home from.
Yeah.
I don't know what jail he was coming home from.
He was
but
coming home.
Yeah,
though.
he was coming home. I was at my cousin Von crib. You feel
Okay.
me? Like I said, he the one that kind of pieced a lot together. You know. I met him from that day on. From that day on, we was locked in. From that day on, man, I probably say, from that day on, it's really hard to explain anything else on it. From that day forward, I was tight with that dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Also showed me a lot too. When Drizzy used to leave, you know, Drizzy go to jail or, you know what I'm saying, or I'm out here by myself, it always seemed like he was out here with me. You feel me? When everybody else was gone. You know what I'm saying? So we did a lot of hanging when there wasn't a lot of us around. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I kind of gravitated to him a little bit more, you feel me, than anybody else that I dealt with as a friend.
Yeah.
Here, I gravitated to him a lot more. I felt like bro was very down to earth. And I feel like we shared a lot of characteristics when it comes to just living situations, you know? Even though we come from two different worlds. You
Right.
feel me?
Right.
But yeah, I miss him to death. Love you, man. Miss him to death, man.
How did and I don't know if I want to say his loss or his passing, or I don't know how I really want to word that, but he's definitely in a better place, man. And how did that how did you losing a brother, a friend, how did that affect you, bro?
I could say it's not something that I ain't been through before. I lost a close friend back home, and it's crazy because he was right with me before I decided to make the move, and we was kicking it every day because he was on the run and I was on the run. It ain't nothing like kicking it with a motherfucker that's on the run too, because you know what I'm saying. Y'all can
Birds of a
relate.
feather.
You feel me?
Yup,
Y'all ain't bumping heads on a lot of shit. Like,
Right.
like you might not be on the run. You like, nigga, I want to go to the motherfucking whoop whoop, and I be like, I can't go there.
do it,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I kind of we gravitated hard together. And I lost that friend right when I came here. His name Long Way. You feel me?
Long live, long way.
Long live Long Way. I lost him right when I got here. You feel me? So, Not only him, I also lost a cousin too by the name of Toki. So losing them kind of, it put me in this moment of thinking, damn, I'm missing out on a lot. You know, I'm missing out on a lot of my family members that ain't gonna be here when I decide to go home. You feel me? So that really hurted me a lot. I could say before losing Lando, we lost Fat Man. You feel me?
Yes,
and
Long
Butte.
live Fat
You
Man.
feel
Long
me?
live Butte, man. For sure.
And losing them, losing Fat Man, I could truly say losing Fat Man really was one of the biggest changes for me. That was probably the most, I won't say the most, I would say my friend Lando was the most, but I think they kind of neck and neck, man. Those was detrimental to me, you know what I'm saying? Because I actually gravitated to those people on an everyday basis, you feel me? So those fuck with me heavy, you feel me? It made me want to be a different person. It made me feel like death was closer than I expected. You know what I'm saying? I felt like if I don't change certain things I do or the way I move, I'm going to be next. And I feel like, man, if they had the chances to move different, they can't say now. You know what? I remember, man, Fat Man funeral. And we in this church and the pastor talking. And I want to say it's Pastor, I think he was a Manly. I can't really think of his name. I don't know if you know, he drive hella Cadillacs.
So
He drive the Cadillacs.
Fat Man's funeral was was it across the street from my
It
mother's?
was out south.
Yeah, it was across the street from my mother's.
Okay,
I believe, yeah.
So what's that pastor name?
He's no longer there. It's a new pastor, but I can't tell you
Okay,
his name.
well, you know, he said something, man. He said, anybody got anything they want to say? Anybody want to get up here and say something? And you know, I'm looking at everybody and we all looking at each other. Nobody wanted to move. Nobody wanted to get up and say nothing. Not saying it in a bad way either. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a bad thing at all.
Right.
You know, I think everybody was more hurt.
Yeah.
And I don't think words could have fixed it. You feel me? So nobody wanted to move and I think that right there was it was very changing to me, you know what I'm saying? I just felt like, man, when you gone, you gone. And it ain't no do-overs. It ain't no take backs. It ain't nothing, man. It's done. You feel me? And I think that's probably when I actually started I want to fuck with everybody. I want to be cool. Yeah, that process of I want to be able to not have to look over my back. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's still hard today to try to grasp that reality.
It is.
You
And
know?
I don't mean to make this about me. But I've lost about 6 or 7 friends due to violence, due to just senseless activity.
Right.
And it molded and it shaped me as well. It made me look at life through a totally different lens, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And no matter, you know, how we may not understand certain things, and no matter how we may just like, why it have to be, we gotta know that for one, as hard it is to accept, number one, the situations and the things that happens and the way that it affects us can create us to be better people or worse people. And me personally, I wanted to be a better person for everybody. But I also wanted to just be cool. I seen a status on Facebook a couple days ago, and it said something about how, you know, people play both sides and this, that, and the third. And I gotta finish that much.
Yeah.
Because to know your true enemy is to know something.
Flat out knowing is half the battle, for sure.
It is. So with that being said, you know, I get the pain, the heartache, the understanding and the overstanding.
Yeah, and he left a lot here.
An
You know,
impact.
Lando,
Yeah.
Fat Man, all of the people that's gone, all of my friends that I lost along the way, they left a lot here. You know, and sometimes it be hard to pick up where they left off at
Yeah.
when you have your own situations going. And it it is it's really kind of hard to explain.
It
You
is.
feel me?
It really is.
It's kind of hard to
is.
explain. It's one of those. It's one of those motivational things. It make you want to be more motivated than what you're doing, so you're able to do it.
Yep.
You know, that's the
Yep.
drive I take from it.
For yourself first, for your
Yep.
kids, for even for your parents,
Gotta-
for your spouse, for
You got to do for self what you can do for others.
that's right.
And I feel like we don't look at that when we out here doing what we doing, moving how we move. We don't think about that consequence until it's too late.
Yeah. I always say this, man. It's fun and games until it's not.
Mm.
This past weekend, I witnessed many fights, so much negativism, just right here. And here we are. We're approaching July,
Yeah.
and we all know that here specifically, it's a very emotional time for a lot of people. And I don't know what was in the air this past weekend. I don't know what may be in the air next weekend. What I do know is we all have a purpose here. And that purpose is to become better. It's to learn more. It's to grow. It's to excel.
Yeah.
It's to accelerate. And that's ultimately what we should be doing.
Hey, send that one up. That's the biggest thing right now with me, you know.
Is there anything you want to elaborate on before I move to my next question?
I think you're good, man. Like I said, I didn't really get to know my peoples coming up here when I was coming to visit and stuff like that. I was trying to, but when I did, I'm glad they welcomed me with open arms. I actually got to meet my Barb, their grandma. You feel me?
Okay.
And she shed a lot of light on a lot of situations, and that kind of helped me a lot too. I was just glad that I had open arms here when I got here.
I'm glad you did too. Shout out to those people. You know who you are, and he knows who you are.
You know who you are.
Moving forward, I would like to go back to Born Famous Visions.
No doubt.
What was your most memorable interview? I seen so many.
Alright, I ain't gonna lie. My first memorable one was a K Dragon. I got to be 1K about that.
Turn that ass around.
Yeah, all of that. It was like my first audience attention one. And not even just her. I really got two.
Yeah.
Big Archie.
Big Archie.
Big
Shout
Archie
out
the
Big
rapper.
Archie,
Y'all
man.
can find him on all platforms too.
All of 'em.
BIG space OCHI. Big Archie.
Big Archie.
Y'all check out his work, but him too, you feel me? He was the one that kind of shot it off for me. He was my first one before a Cage of Dragon. You
Okay,
feel me?
okay.
And it's crazy because it both happened at the same place, B&B's.
Yep.
You feel me? But I did his, and I got a lot of DM from people all over.
Yeah.
Detroit, everywhere. Hey, I want you to do my interview.
Yep.
I like the way you did that. And then, you feel me? A Cage of Rattling, that just set it off for the females.
Yeah.
You feel me? And the reason why she's my most memorable because I got a lot of backlash from my girl about that one.
I'm sure you did.
And not even just from her family members.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Just people from the outside looking in.
Exactly. They didn't like the fact that I touched and I did all of that. And
I got another question for you. I gotta keep
Alright.
them coming. So speaking of which, right?
yeah.
So from the outside looking in, the perception of Tay Manley,
Tell you who?
Country Tay.
Yeah, man.
Going to cut that out.
Yeah,
From
we
the
good.
out, hold on. from the outside looking in, Country Tay,
Real.
is this the perception that you just this bad guy, or you always in some, you always drunk, you always. What's your intake?
I wasn't always good. You feel me? I mean, I'm gonna be 1K. I wasn't always good. I mean, like I said, you know, if you want to go all the way back to like we said in the beginning of the interview, you feel me? I wasn't always right. You feel me? I told you, like I said, a lot of things shaped me. Even I'll say near future, I did have a problem with alcohol. You know, I thought that was a gateway. You feel me? And I started learning shortly that I was making bad decisions and things that I wouldn't even allow. It was going on. You feel me? So, above all, but on another note, like you said, people just judging me for who they think I am. A lot of people don't even know me. They just go off of what they hear about my trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or who I'm in trouble with, who I'm doing it with, or who I'm going against. That was like one of the biggest things that I looked at, far as in social media or just being in Lima, period.
So is there anything you want to clear up for the people?
Hey, listen. It really ain't nothing I want to clear up with the people because you're going to deal with me regardless. If you like me, you're going to deal with me. If you don't, then you ain't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some people have their mind made up no matter what. You feel me? And some people don't. Some people are very forgiving and stuff of that nature. But I'm going to say this. I ain't the same person I was yesterday. You feel me? Everything that I'm trying to do right now, a person can tell that it's different. You know, I was just getting a haircut from a barber that had been cutting my hair for the last 8-9 years here. You feel me? And he said, damn, Tay, you know what, man? He just told me this a couple days ago. I'm like, what's up? He said, you is not the person that I thought you was going to turn out to be. And I was like, damn, for real? He like, yeah, man, I definitely didn't see this side of you coming.
Yeah.
I definitely saw something different.
That's
and
heavy.
I didn't even ask him
That's
what you saw
heavy.
different because I already know. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't always a great person. I even made decisions, like I said, off the alcohol. You know, losing friends. It made me, you know, be an alcohol junkie at certain points. Like, man, embarrassment, everything.
Not
you feel
knowing
me?
how to alcohol junkie, not knowing how to process your emotions, not knowing how to deal with your emotions, or is that what it was? You drinking because you can't accept the fact of the reality, or
I mean, one thing about it, Lima, Ohio, some drinking motherfuckers.
COVID? I blame COVID.
I'm-
I blame COVID. Actually, fun fact.
Okay.
Since COVID, alcoholism went up about 20%, and it's sustained that. It sustained that from COVID until where we at now. It's
Right.
sustained that. And we talking about all the United States.
Right.
We're not even talking about in specific states.
Right,
We're
right.
talking about in all of the United States. So that's
yeah.
pretty bad.
I really wasn't. I mean, I'm gonna say, I get what you're saying, but I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
Talk to me.
I wasn't as concerned about alcohol until I moved here. So back home, I wasn't a big alcoholic fan.
But was it a
You feel me?
coping mechanism?
It definitely was a coping mechanism. Like I literally used that as a gateway. You feel me? To the point where I got so drunk to where I don't know what I'm doing. You feel me? I don't even know what's happening. I wake up the next day. What happened?
Would you describe yourself like at a point in time as an alcoholic?
It's hard to say that. You feel me?
Okay.
It's hard to say that for me because I don't feel like I was an alcoholic. I felt like I was running from something. That's what I felt like. I felt like I was running from reality.
Mm-hmm.
And the best way to deal with it was be drunk as fuck. You feel me? And
Yes, sir.
I wasn't even thinking about how much I was drinking. You feel me? Like, so I think alcohol was just a way out. You feel me?
Wow.
And that's basically it. Like I said, I done been embarrassed. I done been.
Have you since overcame that?
What? I mean, you see, I got it now, but
I mean, of course we got it.
of course,
now,
I've
but-
definitely overcame that part of my life.
Okay.
And I think the big part of me overcoming that was trying to be a better person.
Yep.
So that was the biggest thing that made me overcome it.
Shifting your energy and a part of becoming a better person is putting energy where you used to put it into
Yeah.
those negative things into something more positive.
Exactly.
That's where the creative contenter
Mm-hmm.
comes in at. That is where the influencer comes in at.
Definitely.
We appreciate you, Tay.
Appreciate you too, man. I appreciate you for having me
For
too.
sure, we ain't finished. I was just letting you know. I was just letting you know.
I'm just letting you know
just
too.
letting you know. How do you balance being a dad while building a brand?
I really want to give big shouts out to my baby moms, the mother of my children.
That's right.
So you say.
That's right.
They are like the biggest factor of it all. Without them having level mindsets, I can't have one. You know, and they do. And they make sure everything's straight. They make it easy for me, you know. And I think that it would be a lot better for other people to do the same. You know what I'm saying? They make it easy for me. They don't down me. They don't press me about things. I feel like being a dad, I feel like that's like my biggest attribute, you know?
Yeah.
Being a dad. I might not get to spend as much time as I want with them. I might not get to do certain things with them right now that other people doing with them, with their kids. But being present is the biggest thing. And I think that is my biggest attribute, being a dad. I think that would shake me out a lot. A lot of people fucked with me for that. I'm gonna say that for sure. Like when I had my first child, I'm gonna say this. I literally, me and my first mother and my child, we used to go eat at IHOP, right? Because we knew our meal was gonna be free. We knew it off rips. Like we knew the shit off rips. Like, what you want to eat at today? Well, shit, I'm kind of thinking let's go there so we gotta pay for shit. Bet.
Right.
We there. We know by the end of this eating, somebody paid for y'all meal.
Yeah.
That right there was just, it gave me more reason to be a good dad. You feel me?
Yeah.
And like I said, going through what I went through as a child, you feel me? My mom having 5 kids.
Yeah.
And not just having 5 kids, adopted my cousin too. You feel me? Yeah, so.
Shout out to my dukes, man.
Yeah, shout out to my dudes. Hey, she held it down. She put in that work like she was supposed to.
Yes, sir.
And I think that right there made me want to be a good dad, made me want to be in my kids' life. I don't think that me being a dad will ever reflect on my career. Don't say it could, because I look at certain things like people that do got a hell of more motion than me right now. They got to go out of town. They got to be gone for months or gone for weeks. You know, how do they balance their relationship with their children?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you can't put a limit on a dad. Because you put a limit on a dad, then you put a limit on yourself, you put a limit on your children.
Yeah.
Being out in certain places around here other than being down south, I feel like down south we was trapped a lot. As far as in a lot of things that we did, even as children, by the city, the state.
Yeah.
But I say here, it's a lot different. You know what I'm saying? Here, you guys can knock on y'all friend door and be like, is he coming out? Oh, no, he don't want to come out today. Can we jump on the trampoline? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Down south, they ain't on it. Oh, he ain't coming out. You can't jump on the trampoline. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So here,
You
I
feel
can.
like, hold on, let me interrupt you real
All
quick.
right.
Do you feel like it's, because I think I get what you're saying. Like, you feel like it's more of a village here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely more of a village. You feel me? Like,
How important is a village? Do you believe?
man, village is very important. You feel me? It definitely it creates a meaning of not having to be a part of something all the time. You feel me? Like, for example, oh, my homies going to do this. I ain't necessarily got to be a part of it because I know my mom will let them come through the crib and do whatever. Oh, y'all finna go do that? Go ahead. I don't even think I'm on that. You feel me? I'm just chill right here. Y'all come fuck with me tomorrow.
Yeah.
You feel me? So the village thing is very big. You feel me? And I feel like the people that do that,
Yeah.
The parents that do that, oh, come on through. What up? I'd rather you be bullshit here than be bullshit where I don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a village. That's a part of having a village. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers think having a village is, oh, I whoop your kid ass or I discipline them whenever I see them doing bad around me. Nah. It's also being a hero too.
As well, yes.
You feel me?
Yes.
Also being that person they can come to when they can't go to their mom or dad.
Yes.
When they don't feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
When they don't feel vulnerable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You feel me? I feel like all of that creates a positive space for children all around.
I agree. We're gonna move to the next question, man. So far, first and foremost, how long have you been a content creator?
Probably like a year now, I want to say. I'm probably coming up on a year for real.
Tell me, honestly, has there been a time when you was like, I'm cool, I ain't on this?
Nah, I'm kind of strong about what I do and what I feel. You feel me? I feel like if you ain't with me, then you against me, you know? And not necessarily saying that in a bad way, but
Yeah.
you know, it's like choosing your crowd, you know what I'm saying? But I enjoy doing this for real. I feel like it was my calling from the beginning. You feel me? So I enjoy doing it, bro.
That's what's up, man. How important is it to shine a light on everyday people instead of shining light on people who already are established or already moving in the direction that they should move in?
It could be touching. It can be touching. You know, you might think that they will share the same push as you. And when you don't get that result, you might feel some type of way. On a better note, don't be discouraged. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is on their own mission. And they might not see the same vision that you see. But as long as you pushing towards your vision, I think that's the only thing that really matters. Dealing with new people or people that pass you or doing more than you in this shit. You feel me? That's just like me coming to you. You feel me? I watched your shit and I felt like I want this guy to do my interview. You feel me? I love the questions he asks. I feel like in order for you to get ahead, you have to be around something that's on the same type of time. I ain't gonna get this being in the bar. I ain't gonna get this being or dealing with people that's not doing content creation. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it kind of gravitates you more to what you're doing. Content creating.
Yes, sir.
Internet host, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It kind of gravitates you more to that. And I could truly say that being in my situation right now. Shit, I went to jail and ran into one of the top motherfuckers that's getting it busy right now.
Yeah,
You feel me?
yeah.
So that just shows that whatever you aiming towards, it's gonna follow you.
Yeah.
As well. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you gotta be prepared and be ready and be open-minded.
For sure, man. I respect that. Born famous visions. What's next?
Movies.
Whoo. Can I? You know I used to act, right? I used to act, bro.
I hope you still do. I might got some shit for you, bro.
I used to act, bro. Real.
Movies. I mean, I probably ain't told a lot of people this, but stand-up comedy.
They should already know.
Yeah.
They should already know.
Yeah.
Stand-up comedy, that's what's up, man.
Producer on music. I feel like I always wanted to be an artist one day, but I feel like I would do more pushing the artist than actually being an artist. That's about it for now, bro.
Okay. So, where you are now, 5, 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
Because in 5, 10, or 15 years, and hopefully it'll be less than that, we're going to come right back to this clip.
Yeah.
And we gonna see what's going on.
Yeah.
The next 5 to 10 years, man.
I mean, I feel like if there was hiccups in between, You feel me? That's cool.
Yeah.
You know, as long as I keep the same mind frame on what I want to do, it's gonna come together. I mean, I done seen content creators, watching them on social media. I done seen them motherfuckers go to jail, do time, come back, be bigger than they was before they left.
Yeah.
I done seen it all. You feel me? And I feel like it ain't nothing standing in your way but you.
It's nothing. I want to elaborate on Drewski real quick.
Yeah.
So Drewski, at 22, he was actually in college. He dropped out of college.
Yeah.
Became a content creator. Now at 32, he is the youngest person,
Mogul right
the
now.
youngest black man. Let me put some respect on his name to host the BET Awards. I'm saying that to say this. There is nothing out of reach for neither you, for me, for anybody else who's really moving with the purpose and the nature of what it is that they trying to do.
Right.
We must continue to be the best creators, the best influencers, because we do influence people in real life.
Yeah.
We have some type of impact on someone. We must continue to do that. We must continue to chase our dreams. We must continue to push to be a better person for our children, for our family. And that's exactly what we're gonna do.
Right out.
I use Drewski because he is not only our peer, but he, at this point, whether we like him or not, he's a living example that is possible.
Oh, I've been with Drewski from day one.
For sure.
Day one, bro. I
sure.
always knew he was gonna be that thing too, bro. From day one, man. Like, probably one of my biggest motivators right now.
That's what's up.
Drewski, you feel
That's
me?
what's up.
Drewski, he showed me that you could be yourself. You know what I'm saying? And make this shit happen by just being you.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta put no extra on it or no cut.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
right.
Just be you.
Just be
and
you.
that shit gonna work.
That's
You know
right,
what I'm
bro.
saying?
All right, man. We coming down to that time, my brother. Talk to your peoples. Talk to my peoples. Tell them anything that you would like to tell them.
Hey, I really don't even know.
You got any questions for me? I know you got something for the people, man. Outside of our conversation, I know you got something you would like to share with them.
Look forward to a lot of things. A lot of more things coming with Born Famous Vision. I'm still working. I'm still trying to perfect the craft. Hey, I'm still building.
What's your Facebook name? What's your Instagram name? Where can they find you
My
at?
Facebook right now is Super Gleeful. SUPA space GLEEFUL. If you want to find any of my Born Famous footage and all of that, it's on that profile. Facebook, Instagram, Born Famous _visions. Right now, me and my girl got a TikTok. It's called Tay and Cass. Y'all can check that out. We do food reviews on there. I mean, the rest you got it. I wanna do more as far as in being a host, to parties, everything, bars. You need a host, get with me. I'm very vibrant, very energetic when it comes to that. I want to push myself a little more harder when it comes to that. Like I said again, I want to thank everybody that helped me through the way, helped me with what I got going on right now. Old Boy Promotions, Big Achi, everybody that did an interview with me. I appreciate y'all. Most of all, I appreciate you. You feel me?
You, bro.
You definitely held it down for me, you know. Other than that, I want to say be yourself. If you ain't yourself, then you can't even move forward. You can't even think about a future picture of you if you can't even see yourself, you know.
Country Tay. Last question I have for you
What's up?
is if someone was afraid to chase their dreams, what would you tell them?
Just do it. Just start it. It's gonna be a lot of hiccups. There's gonna be a lot of people that's not gonna like what you're doing. There's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna persuade you to not do it. And what comes with that is switching your crowd. Sad to say, you know. It's about who you surround yourself around. It's about what you surround yourself with, you know? Uh, not necessarily saying that that's a problem. It's a problem for certain people, but not for all. But in order to make change, you have to be the change. And being the change means doing something new. You know, get out of your comfort zone. Don't be stuck in one spot. Hey, I think that's the biggest elevation. And this what I'm gonna end y'all with right here. When you doing it and you feel it, other people gonna see it too. So you don't have to try to put it in their faces much because there's always somebody watching. So keep that in
I love
mind.
that, bro. I love that, man. You got anything for me?
Hey, one thing I want to tell you is keep doing what you're doing. Keep on elevating. I hope we can build a bigger relationship with this right here. And, you know, maybe we can build on other things other than just an interview on Born Famous. Maybe it can just be show talk. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you. And
Appreciate
I
you.
thank you for taking your time out with me. You know what I'm saying? And I needed your platform to get the people who I am so they can know instead of typing down on comments. I'm gonna give you all an example. I posted a video about the security guard. I'm pretty sure all y'all seen this video. Mostly a lot of linemen seen this video about the security guard at the hookah lounge. I feel like a lot of people went against me because they didn't know me. Only thing they know is that's that motherfucker that be getting in a lot of shit I heard about. And fuck that. You ain't about to play with my people. You feel me? And that's cool. But I felt like I was in the right in that situation and that person was in the wrong. Either way, it really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? One thing I will say is the person apologized. He made it right.
Yeah.
But I just felt like all of the comments before and doing was all negative towards me, and half of the people didn't even know me. They never met me in person. They never even seen me in person, face to face. You feel me? Never even seen me around. You feel me?
Yeah.
And they was able to just be negative towards me because they don't know me. You know what I'm saying? And oh, he ain't from here. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? I think that was one of the main reasons I wanted to do this interview. You feel me?
Wow.
To give people a light in who I am and just lay it all out on the table. This me. You feel me? This what I got going on. This is my introduction to y'all. You feel me? To the people that don't know me. This it right here. This is me. That's pretty much it. You feel me? I just think that a lot of people didn't know me and they need to know who I am as a person and hear my story to have a better outlook on me.
Yeah.
I've
A better understanding and not an understanding.
exactly.
Right
A lot
on.
of my situations, I was blessed by God, man. It wasn't nobody else. When we was speaking about me being on the run and all of that, I know a lot of questions y'all gonna ask in the comment is what happened with that. I overcame those obstacles mainly by running. Sad to say, I ran so long they didn't have no evidence. They couldn't even find nobody to even be a witness towards me because they like this shit was 6 years ago.
Right.
We can't even find the people that he did this to or he burglarized or
Allegedly.
allegedly. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. They might, but it's allegedly.
You know,
It's
allegedly for sure, and all these things is
Yeah.
allegedly. We know that.
Everything is allegedly.
I just felt like a lot of it was God. You feel me? I want y'all to understand that it might not always be the people that you came up with that's gonna motivate you first. It's gonna be the strangers. Don't feel discouraged about it and don't go against your people about it. You feel me? Because sooner or later they gonna push their way in. You feel me? When you going up, they gonna push their way in and then you get to treat them accordingly. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind too. Never trip on those things. And keep God first. And that's it.
Hey, this my guy, man. I'm glad he came and pulled up on me. Appreciate him very much. He wanted to come to a space and a place that was, vulnerable, it was comfortable. And I believe that's what I presented to him.
Oh no, you definitely did your thing,
On
man.
camera, I want to give you your flowers, bro. Tell you keep doing your thing.
I appreciate
Make
you.
an impact, man. Move with purpose, man. Keep doing whatever it is that God puts on your heart to do, brother.
For sure.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate you,
God
man.
bless you, my
God
boy.
bless you too, man.
Yes, sir. We
Thank
out.
you for
Mental
everything.
Giants, baby.